Schumacher Menace 21, running rich and sounding mean. Hybrid push down the power through the gears, hit the throttle, let it fly, loud and proud. Menace 21, hybrid is #1. Trying to hit the speeds, let's see what it's all about. Schumacher Menace 21 and hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What is going on, everybody? This is the world's fastest 10th scale truck. It features a 3-speed transmission and a Thunder Tiger Pro 21R big block engine, and today we're gonna fire it up and run it. Let's start off with a proper chassis review. On this channel, it isn't all about just going as fast as possible, breaking things. It's about the significant historical value of every model that I feature on this channel. For some context, this came out in 2003 by Schumacher, a brand famous for developing the world's very first ball differential. In fact, this particular model was recently just featured in an interview with Schumacher, and they even showed a clip of this exact 3-speed transmission going through all of the gears. So the 3-speed trans is verified. In fact, I have never really run this on the road. It had a couple of mechanical issues. I'll talk about that in a little bit. This model, first released in 2003, was in fact the world's fastest 10th scale truck. What actually made this the fastest truck? Now keep in mind that claim, it's in particular applicable to the cars that were out in 2003, but honestly I think that claim could still be applied today. Excuse me for the shadows here. Sometimes, you know, I don't film in the studio, I film where things actually go down, and that is outside, in the fields, in the parks. Everything on this channel is 100% true, real, and original. Now we do have the Thunder Tiger Pro 21R engine. These were not very high RPM engines, but they were great, reliable power plants. They featured the E-Start system, which was essentially a backplate that let you use a hex bit to fire it up. Now I've lost the original starter shaft, so I'm gonna be using just a regular cheapo Black & Decker drill with the correct attachment needed. Boom, there you go. You see that? It already wants to fire up. Turns over great. Compression is real strong. Now this model does have an incorrect fuel tank. I think this is from a Team Associated model. The rest of it is in pretty much original condition. Special thanks to Oscar Aquendo and my buddy Benjamin Martinez that hooked me up with this chassis and a couple parts I needed to make the front great again. It was obviously in a massive crash, so somebody tried to adjust it, and initially basically it had no front wheel drive. Now it does. Now from the top down view, it's a pretty unique looking chassis. Really nothing else like this from the RC world. Neither HPI or Traxxas makes anything like these. These use belts in a center. It's hard to see because it goes through that tunnel over there. They have funny looking small rear exhaust style pipes, but I'm gonna tell you something, guys, this pipe sounds fantastic. On the side here we have what makes this thing incredible, the 3-speed transmission. These are Durlin gears. They are smooth, they are quiet, and they're fairly reliable. Now I would say one of the worst things on this model are the wheels. These are the original factory wheels. They do not come with foam from the factory. They are what's known as pneumatic. Also kind of a very recessed deep dish design, which makes finding alternate wheels a little bit difficult because of the very deep recess in there. Electronics layout is pretty straightforward. We have 2 servos there in the middle of the chassis, which makes the linkages very straight and proper 90-degree angles. Me personally, I love 90-degree linkages. They are solid and easy to adjust. The oil-filled chocks feel extremely smooth and well dampened in my opinion. We do have CVDs here in the front. Not a crazy use of aluminum on this chassis. I will say it is not as heavy as you would think. The whole upper deck part here is a carbon material. Mine does have a crack here, but I do have a new one already sourced that will likely be put on. We have a steering servo saver, very, very useful. And I do want to say, all of the links, all of the plastics, the metals are very, very good quality. I would say literally close to zero deterioration due to age on this model. Don't worry about the fuel tank. Obviously, it's very small. It's not for a 0.21 size engine, but we have to do what we gotta do. It's about time to fire it up. We put some fuel in it. This isn't the best fuel. It's about 20% nitro, so it should be okay. These are ABC engines, so you can safely run 30% in these. Electronics, let's do a quick test. Steering is good. Gotta tell you guys, you cannot kill an old Airtronics or Futaba servo. They are real solid. The carb opens well, pretty much like an MGT style engine. If those of you are wondering what this is all about, it's basically the block itself is similar to the MGT 21. Okay, let's fire it up. Drill in, drill finger active, fire in the hole. Glow driver inserted. 1, 2, 3. That's how you easy these things fire up. Beautiful, huh? So it's obviously very rich, but that's okay. The goal is just to run it here. That's really good mid-range. Man, I don't even think it hit the 2. It's already zooming. This thing is quick. Handles good at speed 2. I'm gonna need more space. Man, that's a solid rudder. 2-speed, I heard it. The 2-speed kicked. Man, this thing is gonna need more space. 2-speed, baby, but we need the 3. I don't know if we're gonna be able to hit the 3 today. 2. I don't know. The 3 is gonna be violent. I like this thing. Yeah! Schumacher gang, baby! Almost out of fuel too. Shit. That was how long it ran with that fuel. We need a bigger fuel tank. Guys, we hit the 2-speed, baby. The 3, I'm gonna try to hit it. No guarantees here. The fuel tank is real small. Probably should lean it out just a tad, but you know, this is a very old Nitro model. The goal here isn't really to test claims. It's just to make sure that we have ourselves a sickening runner. I'm gonna fuel it up and try a couple more passes. Fire in the hole, tank 2. Support the Nitro gang. Become a channel member. Thank you all. Great start. Sick. Tesla Model Y. You got 1 gear, bro. I got 3. Yeah, it needs to get a little leaned out. It's not gonna hit the 3, I think, so far. But it is certainly fast. Well, no flipping, that's a good sign. The 2-speed shift is very reliable. Very reliable. 2-speed, baby! I gotta say, I like the way this thing runs. Oh man! Almost out of fuel again. Check that out. Shit. Speed, I heard the 3. It shifted one time. Oh, that's why it shifted, because it ran out of fuel. So I've confirmed my suspicion, guys. The 3-speed hits. But of course, on this channel, we don't try to kill anything. I think next time, we're gonna have to lean this bad boy out, because the 3-speed, it wants to run. Test drive complete. Well, the good news is, all the 3 speeds did in fact shift. The engine is perfect. Bad news is, well, I don't think we hit the world's fastest top speed today, but with an old truck like this, a couple kinks still need to be worked out. Everybody, could I get a round of applause for that 3-speed transmission, please? One of the kinks I noticed, we have almost no runtime because of the very, very small fuel tank in this car, not the correct fuel tank. I'll try to hunt down the correct one. Second issue, well, I've tried to make the servo saver a little tighter. You could see I put a bearing here above the spring because it's still kind of loose. When I'm driving, it tends to hold direction of the last steering input. Now the servo, I think, is fine. It's definitely still flexing over there with the servo saver mechanism. Well guys, don't worry, I will source the parts I need to attempt the record-breaking top speed run. Look at that, the wheel almost got caught over here in the windshield washer. Other good news is the wheels still look to be okay. I would like to actually do these passes with other tires, but for now this is what it's going to be. Both of the ball diffs seem to be functional. I didn't notice any kind of weird pulling to the sides or anything like that. Schumacher Menace 21, get one, but not this one. This one belongs to me now. Special thanks to the people out there that made this sort of thing happen, and of course all of my channel members, and hopefully the new ones that will soon come running to this channel, because here I'm not gonna tell you about the new armors, how to make your diff stronger. That stuff really doesn't even matter while you're out there trying to make Nitro great again. So leave me a comment, it helps the algorithm, and never forget, make Nitro great again.
Started with an HPR racing RS4 and it will never end.